I woke up yesterday in my usual circumstances, with a cat lying on my chest, dribbling onto my face, making cute little biscuits with his needle-like claws on my chiselled pectoral muscles. I had to get up super early for work, which I hadn't done in quite a while. I wasn't ready for how dark it was. I'd gotten used to the sun poking its cheery little face over the horizon, at least when I go to work these days, so it was quite a change for me not to be able to see anything. I removed Woody's claws from my nipple and rolled over to the bedside table to find my phone. I found it, hit the power button to see how long I had left before the alarm went off. The screen lit up, but I couldn't see the time still, as there was a weird black mark covering the whole display. It's weird. Did the screen get cracked at some point during the night? Was there something wrong with my eyes? I scrubbed my eyes to clear anything that could have been there and hit the button again. The mark was still there. It just moved slightly further up the screen. Again, weird. I blew on my phone, fearing something had landed on it from somewhere. Not sure what, but it's early. Still not computing what the problem was. I hit the button again and the screen was clear. Brilliant. Time was 4:30. I had 5 minutes till my alarm went off, so I may as well. That was a giant fucking spider on my phone. Hello everybody, I'm That King Guy. Welcome to Total Cult Zone Presents.
Winter smiles, a solitary essence, not forged for this world, who only knew love through death. Thank you. Oh, bless you all. I've worked in various funeral homes, and recently one in Ashwoodley, till the incident that sadly closed it.
A heart attack. You so very well deserved, you fucking bastard!
When could you start?
Prepare yourself for this one, Sybil. So I've had this film in my inbox for a little while now, and I plan on doing my usual podcast nonsense about it. Grab a guest to watch it with, and then talk about what we thought about it. At length, in a way that kind of sounds like it'll be a review, but because, I'm not qualified to review movies, it's not. It's just two people having a chat about a movie. And finding a guest for this one would be easy, right? This did open up FrightFest this year, and they don't just let any old junk into that festival. They certainly want to kick off the proceedings with one they thought was going to be divisive either. So I led my pitch with that, This is going to be opening up FrightFest. It's a big thing. It's going to be... It's going to be good. I had 2 weeks to find a guest. That's long enough, right? Long enough to watch it, record, edit, and get the show out before its regular cinema release on the 30th of the month. Which is today. They all have lives, apparently. So here I am with the video exclusive for YouTube. That's right, YouTube is the only place this video will be uploaded. I know it's tricky these days with social media being as it is in flux, with X/Twitter and being in the toilet, and Meta apps in general not showing anything to anybody of worth, except, K-pop videos, and penalising you for saying the wrong words. Like cunt. But hey, I believe in YouTube. So like, subscribe, do whatever this great app tells you to do. So the story I told you at the start of the video. relates back to Broken Bird in some way. You know, it's not a dopamine rush jump scare type of movie. It's slow, unsettling, gives you a feeling that it will dawn on you slowly, and you only really register it after you've witnessed it, making the reaction to the horror seconds after it's occurred, which is a unique feeling. You know, that sudden, oh fuck, did that actually happen kind of feeling. But what is Broken Bird? I'll roll the trailer and read the press release over it.
Let's leave this place together, you and me. My name is Mark, by the way.
Mrs. Fish is coming in and out of your husband. But you can handle that, Sybil.
Broken Bird marks the featured directorial debut of actress Joanne Mitchell, who for 30 years has honed her craft as a horror storyteller. Broken Bird is a feature film adaptation of her and Tracey Sheals' 2018 award-winning short, Sybil, written with the help of Dominic Brunt. This rich, disturbing tale steps into the life and mind of Sybil Carmichael. Sybil is a quiet, creative soul. Her hobbies are taxidermy and poetry. She works in a funeral parlor with the deceased. She likes dead people. They understand her. Swipe right. At just 10 years old, she experienced a massive trauma in a tragic accident which took away the family she adored. Now, an aching loneliness prevails in a void which she seeks to fill. She has her hobbies, which is nice, but poetry and a vivid imagination only provide a temporary escape from the harsh realities of a lonely life. So the basic premise of the film is Sybil gets a job at a funeral home, and we watch her go between that, stuffing freshly dead animals she finds on the road, her favourite bar where pies, pints and poetry are always on offer. Nice. And a budding romance with an unsuspecting museum curator called Mark. If only his fiancée wasn't getting in the way, her life would be perfect. It's pretty perfect as it is right now, but is that all in her head? As we flick between her fantasy and reality worlds, which as time goes on gets more and more fantastical and dreamlike. This is in stark contrast to Saoirse Clarkson's detective character, who has lost a child at some point and is mourning the loss by hitting the bottle and lashing out at former loved ones. It's not explained straight away the details of what happened, and it's not my place to say. You can figure out there's a connection with Sybil somewhere along the line though, because, you know, why else would they be in the film together? They don't really connect until they connect. In my notes, I did actually write a time code and the ending I was predicting. Hang on a sec, it's time code here. Yeah, 31 minutes. 31 minutes is the point where I figured out the ending. Did I? I don't think I would have been upset if I did get it completely right, as it was enjoyable up to the point anyway, and it was still a mystery of how it all come together. But I wasn't right. I mean, the film has all the hallmarks of a specific story. You think it's going to go one way, and at the 31 minute mark I went, yeah, this is what's going to happen. As the old saying goes,
just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
Thank you, Roddy. And that's what the film does a few times, because, you know, they introduce another oddball character along the way with the funeral parlor director. He's a bit odd to begin with. You think he's just being a bit fatherly. Maybe there's something else though. But then something quite drastic happens to another character. All bets are off. And then you're having a dance number in the mortuary and seeing genitals sawn off. Nice. Now, I enjoyed the hell out of this film, and I absolutely fell in love with the character of Sybil. She's played perfectly by Rebecca Calder, pretty much as a haunted Victorian doll. I mean, she's very precise and robotic in her movements. Even when angry and out of control, she still has a quality of a wind-up toy. And I don't think she blinks once in the entire movie, which is a fact that's exacerbated by her eyes being so huge and beautiful, and you get lost in them, and they're scary. Yeah, everyone has a style as well. They're all shot in a different hue. So the detective story, which is, yeah, quite sad. has all the dull greys and blues you'd expect from that kind of film. In contrast with Sybil's, which has all the rich oranges and golds, which makes it feel even less real. And now I've said on a recent show about horror films needing to be more gritty and dirty, that horror in general isn't what HD and 4K are made for. This film proved me wrong, because the high quality shining gloss just add to the fantasy world the main character lives in. There's a few scenes where she has an uncanny valley uncomfortableness about her. Like I say, she's robotic, doll-like. There's a few scenes in it which are absolutely perfectly normal things people do. Cutting their hair, reading poetry, eating some crisps. But they're in such anxiety-inducing situations for me, it just made me feel uncomfortable watching them. Yeah, really normal things. So I will likely go into more detail about the film on a podcast in a few days. I will be joined by a couple of friends. Yes, more than one. I do have more than one friend. I promise I'm not paying these people to hang out with me and do my stupid podcast. They do actually like me. But they say they like me. But yeah, they'll be joining me and we'll talk about our thoughts and feelings about the film. It's out, well, in a couple of hours. If you can see it in the cinema, please do. If it's a few months down the line you're watching this video, buy the DVD or, stream it like all the kids do these days. If you can buy physical media, do so. It makes, it gives you a nice collection. Look at all these things I've got behind me. You want things, don't you? So that's the video. I may do another one. This has been Torture. I may not. You can find my stuff on totalcultzone.com. That includes all the other links to social medias that I have. Obviously, you found me on
YouTube.
So click the subscribe button and I'll send something to your box whenever I upload it. Is that how it works on Pornhub? I don't know. I just started using it again. All the social medias I do use will be on totalcultzone.com.
We both have our little secrets.
Did you see?